Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ and welcome back to another video. We've got some massive news today that's hitting Xbox fans hard. Microsoft just announced that they're raising prices on Xbox consoles, controllers, headsets, and the games. Yep, your next Xbox Series X or that shiny new Call of Duty is about to cost more, but here's the kicker, Nintendo's recent price hikes might be a part of why this is happening. So grab your controller, smash that like button, and let's break it all down. We're covering the what, the why, and what it means for you. Let's go. First, the details. As of May 1st, 2025, Microsoft is increasing prices across the Xbox ecosystem. According to The Verge and IGN, the Xbox Series X is jumping from $499 to $599, a $100 increase. The Xbox Series S 512GB model is going from $300 to $380, which is an $80 increase. Controllers are now $64.99, up from $60, and headsets are seeing similar bumps. And as for games, well, starting this holiday season, new first-party titles like Fable, Gears of War, E-Day, or the next Call of Duty will retail for $79.99, up from the $70 price tag. These price changes are global, so whether you're in the US, Europe, or beyond, your wallet's going to be taking a hit. So why is Microsoft doing this? They cited market conditions and, quote, rising development costs, unquote, in their statement, but two big factors seem to be at play. New import tariffs and Nintendo setting a new price tag trend. Let's start with Nintendo. If you've been following gaming news, you know Nintendo recently priced their upcoming Switch 2 game Mario Kart World at $80, breaking from the $60 to $70 norm for their first-party titles. This move, reported by outlets like GameSpot, sent shockwaves through the industry. Posts on X have been buzzing, with fans speculating that Nintendo's decision gave Microsoft the green light to push their game prices to $79.99. One X user put it bluntly, quote, "Nintendo started this, and now Xbox is following," unquote. It's like Nintendo opened the door and Microsoft walked right through. But it's not just about games. Tariffs are another huge factor. Most gaming hardware, including Xbox consoles and accessories, is manufactured in China, and new imports introduced in 2025 have increased costs for bringing these products to market. Bloomberg noted that these tariffs have raised expenses for electronic companies across the board. Nintendo's been hit too. They delayed the Switch 2 pre-orders and raised prices on some accessories, as reported by The Verge. Microsoft's likely facing similar pressure, which could explain why the Xbox Series X and Series S are seeing such steep price jumps. It's not just about making more profit, it's about covering their new costs. Let's talk about the rising development costs too. Making AAA games like Halo Infinite or the upcoming Perfect Dark reboot costs hundreds of millions of dollars. Nintendo's Legend of Zelda titles and Microsoft's Starfield are prime examples. Massive budgets for development, marketing, and post-launch updates. Game prices have stayed around the $60 to $70 price for years, but as experts have pointed out, inflation and production costs have climbed steadily. Nintendo's $80 price for Mario Kart World seems to have set a new benchmark, and Microsoft following suit with $79.99 for their titles. Some fans are worried that this could become a new industry standard, with one user joking, "Next thing you know, GTA will be $100. Alright, what does this mean for you? An Xbox Series X at $599 is 20% price hike, making it pricier than the PS5 base model in some markets, where Sony's also raised prices. The Series S at $380 is still the cheapest current-gen console, but it's creeping closer to PS5 territory. Those $80 games add up fast. Buying Call of Duty, Fable, and State of Decay 3 this holiday could cost $240 just for the games, not counting tax or that new $65 controller. And with Nintendo's games at $80, it's clear that the whole industry is shifting towards higher prices. I do want to make a note, there's only been one game so far that is worth $80, being Mario Kart World. It seems like the cap, at least for Nintendo, seems to be $70 for their games. Here's the tough part. Microsoft raising prices when Xbox console sales are already struggling. Forbes reported declining Xbox hardware sales year over year, and some posts are calling this move a disaster, fearing it would push gamers away. One comment said Nintendo raised game prices, tariffs hits, and now Xbox is pricing itself out. But Microsoft might be banking on Game Pass to soften the blow. With Game Pass, you can play those $80 first-party titles day one without buying them outright, which is a big selling point now. Speaking of Game Pass, Microsoft's pushing it hard. They also reminded us that first-party games on the Xbox Store include Xbox Play Anywhere, so you buy once and play on both console and PC. That's a solid deal if you game across platforms. But let's be honest, $80 games and a $599 console still sting, and not everyone's on Game Pass Ultimate. So, are we stuck with pricier gaming? It's looking that way for now. Nintendo's $80 game prices and the new tariffs are reshaping the industry, and Microsoft's not alone. Sony raised PS5 prices in regions like Europe, and Nintendo's tweaking Switch to accessories costs. The Guardian reported that these tariffs are disrupting the electronic market, and analysts warn more price hikes could follow if it keeps rising. Let's end with some practical tips. If you want an Xbox Series X or S, check retailers like Amazon or Best Buy now. PC Mag says that some stores haven't updated their prices yet, so you might grab a console at the old price. For games, well, Game Pass is going to be your best friend to dodge those $80 price tags, especially for Xbox exclusives, and maybe it's time to tackle that backlog. Those games you already own aren't getting any pricier. If you're a Nintendo fan, the same advice applies. Check for deals before Nintendo Switch 2 prices settle. That's the full scoop. What do you think about Microsoft's price hike? Is Nintendo's $80 game trend to blame, or are the tariffs the real issue? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm reading them all. If this breakdown helped, hit that like button and subscribe and ring the bell for more gaming news. We're keeping you updated with Xbox, Nintendo, and everything else, so stay with us here at OGXRAYZ. Until next time, keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.